Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem HaKakodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the hopeful, elect, and sincere brothers that's doing the work of the Lord. Now, the topic for this lesson is, let me go over to this. Learning is fun. As you can see, this design right here. It's a design that children, would usually make in class. Arts and crafts type design. Learning is fun. And I'm saying that because learning actually is fun. Especially if it's something you're interested in or something you have passion about. And in order to progress, and in order to become a better teacher, you have to study, you have to read, you have to be occupied in prophecies, and that's all learning, and you have to pray. Last but not least, you have to pray, and that all encompass, learning, right? You have to be, passionate, and if you're passionate about something, then you go all in, right? Now, I wasn't gonna get the scripture, but let me just get it real quick. I said, it's a scripture. Hot, cold. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither hot nor cold, Salakia, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. And cold means you're not doing anything for the Lord. You're not even in the truth. And then hot meaning, you're on fire, you're passionate, you're very, very interested and invested in doing the work of the Lord. Going out, to camp, preaching, doing your lessons during the week. Studying is a big part of it. Studying, praying is like the biggest part. Praying and having faith is like the biggest part, right before actually, doing the work. Praying and having faith. Praying, having faith, and then doing the work, faith and works, right? I would thou wert hot or cold. Hot meaning you're on fire, you're very interested, you're very passionate about the truth. You love the Lord with all your heart. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Say, for example, you want to get some tea, go to the store or whatever to get tea. You order ginger tea or, lemon tea, or, whatever type tea. And, you expect tea to be hot. You expect tea to be hot. You pay like, whatever, $1, $2, for the tea. And then you take a sip and it's not cold because there's such thing as a thing, iced tea. You have iced coffee, you have iced tea. So it's not cold and it's not hot, which regular tea, you expect it to be hot, especially when you wake up in the morning and you want to drink some, tea. So it's not cold and it's not hot. It's in between. It's in the middle. It's lukewarm. You're like, damn, this don't taste right. Let me spit it out because the temperature isn't right. The temperature is not right. No one likes lukewarm tea or, something like a soup. No one likes lukewarm soup. They're either going to throw it out or they're going to warm it up. And, that's why the Spirit of the Lord, through our apostles and elders and the brothers on down are putting the Spirit out there, for brothers to be more passionate, do more, to be on fire, do more lessons, study, and this go back to learning. Learning is fun because if you find reading or studying or getting into the scriptures or anything like that tiresome, like, damn, I don't even want to do this right now, like you have that type of spirit, then it's a big problem. So no one likes lukewarm tea. No one likes lukewarm soup. You're gonna spit it out, and then you're either gonna warm it up or you're just gonna throw it out. So this is the Most High, So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, meaning you're cold, meaning you're not doing the work at all. You're not even in the truth. You're not in a camp. You're not anything. And hot meaning you are you're in fire for the truth. I will spew thee out of my mouth. So the Most High can kick you out of the truth. He can either have you kicked out, or you could take his spirit from you and then you leave the truth. Now, learning is fun. This all goes back to learning because if we for example, we're watchmen. So if you don't take some form of pride in being aware of what's going on, not foolish pride. I'm not talking about being proud. The pride goes before destruction. No, I'm talking about let me look it up just to not say pride definition. To take pride in something, and let me read one. A feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own achievements. And the similar words are pleasure, joy, delight. If you don't have pleasure in doing the work of the Lord, then eventually it'll get boring, and then you'll stop doing less work. You start coming to camp late, and then you make up excuses, and then you won't do your videos, or months will pass, you won't do videos, and stuff like that. Well, that's why we have to pray and have faith. We always have to pray. But yeah, let me go to this. It says learning is fun. Now, this is a so-called black girl right here on the bottom right, and the script says learning is fun, and it looked like it's written in either chalk or crayon. And this reminded me of the scriptures. You have the things that children learn when they first start going to school, and that represents the milk scriptures. The basics you learn when you first come in. For example, you first find out that you're an Israelite. You find out that you are of the chosen people of the Most High. God's chosen people. You find out your tribe. You find out that Deuteronomy 20 and 68. That's part of the curse that we were under. That goes back to the transatlantic slave trade. You learn that, well, first and foremost, you learn the name of the Lord and His Son, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. You learn certain milk scriptures. Oh yeah, you learn that Yahushai, who the world calls JC, if you know what I mean, who the world calls Jesus, that he's not white and that he's a so-called black man, from the tribe of Judah, and he has a white woolly afro and a white woolly beard. You learn about the different tribes. You learn not to eat abominations. You learn not to commit adultery. That's the basics, right? Now the basics for a child is, you have to learn how to say your own name. You have to learn how to write your own name. You have to learn how to write, period. Your ABCs. They learn the ABCs. They learn how to count from 1 to 10, and then from then on to 100. They learn different colors. They learn about the sun and the moon. They learn about the earth. They learn shapes. They learn how to draw basic things. They learn how basic things work. Now it's the same thing in the truth. Now I'm gonna get this scripture here. 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 2 says, As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. Yeah, so I liken unto as a baby when it's born, it has to drink, or suck milk from its mother's breast, and that's how the baby gets nourishment until the baby is able to, eat actually eat things like, mashed fruits and then potatoes and then rice, and eventually it leads up to like actual food that adults eat, like chicken and steak and stuff like that. It's the same thing. You have the milk scriptures. It's the basics that we learn when we first come in, and then we have to continue to go over the basics over and over and over again, and not get proud and think that we know anything and start to go into the deep scriptures, like the deep breakdowns. No, just go over the milk, because that's how we get nourished. That's the foundation. That's the basics. And once you develop a foundation of the basics, then you start to grow, you start to level up, because it says that ye may grow thereby. And that's why we have to study and learn. We have to learn about history too. We have to learn about world we have to learn about world politics. Sometimes we have to learn about laws. and how laws work. Sometimes we have to learn about women. That's one of the things we find out when we first come into the truth, the basics that women are wicked. And then it's found in the scriptures that women are wicked. We have to, just keep on going over the scriptures, so that you won't get confounded when you're preaching, and so that you know for yourself that it won't take you an hour just to break down a simple scripture. That's why you have to take pleasure and joy, some type of pride in doing the work of the Lord, and that encompass learning. So take pleasure in learning, because you'll grow. The Lord will see that you're trying, and then he'll sup with you. He'll level you up in understanding and in blessings. Now, I was gonna get a couple more, but let me see. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 15. And that's it. I'm gonna end it right there. I might do a part 2. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 15 says, "Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth." Right, so study to show thyself approved. That means you can't watch videos all day and think you're doing something. Yes, you're learning. Don't get that wrong. You are learning from our teachers, but you have to going and study for yourself to show yourself approved, to make sure that you know it. You know it, because when you go out there, you're apt to teach. Apt meaning you're fit or ready to teach. That you're not just going into something else when you get asked a question or when you're teaching. That's why you have to study, and that goes into learning. And this whole thing of Jake not liking to learn certain things, and being into books and reading and stuff like that. It all comes from the so-called white man, because during slavery we weren't allowed to read, and especially if we're caught reading the Bible, that would be it for you. But we're in the truth now. We found the light. We found Yahweh Shai. So we should take pleasure and joy in it and make an effort. Study to show that thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Yeah, so the Lord called us, into the ministry, into the truth, to work. It's not a chill spot. So you have to work, and that work encompass studying, doing lessons, going out to camp, having a show in charity, being involved in the brotherhood. You have to be a watchman. You have to know what's going on in the news. And also you have to take care of your own business, in your life, so that you won't have to depend on brothers for so much. But we're in hell, so things happen. But it's best that you form a relationship with the Lord. It's best that you form a relationship with the Lord, and do your best and work, for your prize, which is salvation, because we're workmen. We're his workmen. So you're not supposed to be lazy. A workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Now let me go into another translation. This is the NLT. Work hard so that you can present yourself to the Most High and receive his approval. Be a good worker, one who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly explains the word of truth. And it's also going into that, once you're being approved, you're also being approved of the Most High, also being approved by the Most High. But it says at the end right here, who correctly explains the word of truth. Yeah, because you're a teacher. When you ask a question or when you're going into a topic, you have to correctly explain it. That's why you have to get a foundation of the basics. That's why you have to fall in love with learning. And then the Lord will give you wisdom through the experience, through the things that he's going to put you through to test you on the knowledge that you know. And then from then, you gain wisdom, and then you start to fall in love with learning. And then you become a better teacher. You become a better person overall. Let me see, AMP. Study to show your best to present yourself to the Most High approved. A workman tested by trial, who has no reason to be ashamed. Yeah, because you'll know for yourself. Accurately handling and skillfully teaching the word of truth. And that's it. Just keep fighting and have faith. All praises and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshai Bashim Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.